The City Council has, by ordinance, approved a 60% or below initiates a drought watch.
Okay, well, that's good. Not waiting until 40, 50%. It's like,
Absolutely.
okay. Now, then you go to stage 2.
Stage 2 is a drought warning.
I saw your face change
Yeah,
when I say, I just said stage 2, and you're like,
the stakes go up at stage 2.
okay.
That is when the combined capacity drops below 50%. So you only have half of your available water left for treatment, drinking water, sanitation. At 50%, that's when you see us start mandatorily curtailing use. We say you can only water on a certain day of the week. You can only wash your car at a commercial car wash. We even curtail the fundraising car washes. You can't even do a fundraising car wash.
Okay. And I know that I understand, have a better understanding, of course, as I'm learning this as well, of why that is, set. Because you want some water to go take a bath, and you want some water to drink, you want some water in case a fire happens.
Exactly. Our primary job is the health and safety of the citizens of Wichita Falls, and that is how we approach our job, that the water that we produce is keeping you healthy and it's keeping you safe. Now, it's also a luxury. You can keep your grass green with it, but we're really not that concerned with your grass. We would like for you to be healthy, and we want to make sure that no harm comes to you, especially if your house is on fire.
Well, a house on fire, and I went to that extreme, but if you think of convalescent homes, the hospitals, and different entities like that, then it's like, wait a minute, I forgot about water being needed there. Not that I don't know they need water, but yes, we would, and you would need a certain amount of water as well to be able to take care of certain things, especially in a medical situation. Now, I'm going to jump back to step 1 for a minute, and during step 1, which the process of watering your lawn and doing all of that, that's just a regular thing at certain times, correct?
That's correct. The year-round restrictions of no watering between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. are still in effect during the drought watch, stage 1. We just ask that you be more conscientious about what you're doing. If you're going to water at 8 o'clock at night, which you're able to do any day of the week, that you pay attention to it. And when the grass, the soil is saturated, that you stop watering so that water doesn't run off into the street and go down the gutter or make the street wet, because no matter how much you water concrete, you can't grow a new street.
Okay.
So it's not a good thing to do.
Now, along with the time frame of watering, there is you can't water without or you shouldn't wash your car and water without having I'm thinking spout, but thank you, on your water hose as well.
That's right. The reason we have that restriction is if you put the water hose down and that device releases, it shuts the water flow off. Obviously, if you don't have that on there, when you lay the water hose down and you walk away to answer the phone or do something else, then that water continues to run and eventually will work its way down the gutter, and it's not serving any purpose.
You can easily forget that.
Yes.
I know. I will confess. I will confess when I lived on base, and it's a period of time when I was at the house by myself, and I was watering the yard because, the military, you have to keep the yard up. And so I got a phone call or something distracted me, and I left the water on all night.
All night? Sam.
I know. Well, it wasn't all night. It was until I kind of relaxed and I heard, the rushing. And I was like, what in the world is that? And I thought, oh, is that a pipe? I'm thinking, and it was like, oh, that's no water outside. I was watering the yard. And so I went out and turned the water on, and please forgive me, everyone in Wichita Falls, Texas, in the county and the state. And I thank you for your forgiveness. Now we're going to come back with more with Daniel Nix on Good Neighbors in a couple of minutes. Remember, you can go to the website for the City of Wichita Falls, cwftx.net, and see all of this information and plus more concerning conserving water. Remember, it's not just your water. It's not just my water. Matter of fact, it's the state's water, but we're able to use the water and make sure that it is processed through the osmosis plant. We're going to get more into that as well, because we know some individuals have some concerns about what is going on with the plant here in the city of Wichita Falls. So we'll be right back with more Good Neighbors right after this. Welcome back to Good Neighbors, and if you missed the first portion of the program, I am here with Mr. Daniel Nix. He is it's a long name,
Operations Manager.
Public Utility, and he says it's so smooth, and so proud of it. And we say once again, congratulations.
Thank you very
Now,
much.
when we left off, we were talking, of course, about water. That's your field, that's your baby.
That's right.
And we talked about the first two stages of the contingency plan for the water conservation. The first one, of course, referred to making sure, well, first of all, there's regular restrictions, period.
That's correct. There are permanent
year-round.
restrictions, yes.
Then stage one, though, when it gets below 60%, then, or gets to 60%, then you're in stage one,
Stage
which is
one,
the
drought watch.
warning, the watch. And then it goes to
Drought warning,
warning,
under 50%.
and then we have the third stage. So
Which
you watch,
is-
you warn,
Drought emergency.
watch, warn, emergency.
That's right.
Okay, what's going on? We know we lost more water, or we don't have, more water. So what's going on with the emergency?
At the drought emergency, the combined capacities drop below 40%. There's not any good outlook at that point. So we curtail water use even more. We start talking to businesses, schools, and asking them to shut down any type of non-essential water use. And we start preparing for the worst case scenario, which is stage 4, which is the drought disaster. We are practically out of water. It's below 30%. And we are basically just treating water to keep you alive and to keep you safe at that point. You would see things like irrigation meters at homes that supply the water for the sprinkler systems. Those meters would be pulled, so you could not irrigate in certain circumstances. And that's where the reverse osmosis really plays into it, because you're looking at the 30% mark, not having any water in Kickapoo or Arrowhead, practically. And so the RO, the reverse osmosis, would play a bigger key in supplying your water. And it was designed for a drinking water capacity of about 10 million gallons of water a day.